there's a big difference between saying I want to do something, or I'm gonna do something, or I've got an idea, and actually doing it. The people that are really visible are the ones that are willing to share the most, because they realize that if you live in a scarcity mindset, you don't grow. So
Right.
once you go into the abundance mindset, then the thing is I'll give my tools to whoever wants them. Now, 10% are actually going to implement.
The implementers are rare.
At some point in time, you go, man, I'm tired of the fear stuff. I want to do something. I want it to be different. So you go
Yep.
did you go get investors? Did you get some
We're
other
bootstrapping
people?
this thing, but
I love it. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
doing it. I'm doing it with a coaching company.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the most fun you
absolutely.
can have.
You're on this journey, right? And everyone starts out from stuff from nowhere. I mean, people are starting businesses in garage. How many people you know have started businesses in garage that have made it super successful? Right?
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Be What Works Weekly, where we talk to entrepreneurs with particularly real estate lending, but business owners. And today I've got Thomas with me. Thomas, I'm excited about this conversation, but the first question is this, man. What is it you do?
What don't I do? Right? I mean, you know, husband, father, realtor, started a company called Omnisys, where we're helping, realtors on the back end of their business, taking over everything for them so they can just go out there and sell.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Which is, I think that's probably the biggest struggle, especially for real estate agents that get into it and they're like, oh, I'm going to be really good. And goodness, they go out and they can actually lead generate, and then they get business, they get transactions. And then it doesn't take long before they're overwhelmed, because it's the back end systems that really allow you to scale. So you saw this need because you were selling real estate.
yeah, yeah, been selling real estate since 2010, and I was always trying to figure out a way how I can like systematize my workflow so that way I can go out there and get more business, right? And I realized I needed help. I just needed to recruit help, and then got some coaches and hired assistants and all this stuff, and then I realized this is absolutely bananas. Like now I have to go through a hiring process. I have to train these people for months and months and months, right? And then all of a sudden they're like, I want more money. I want more of this. I want more of this. It's
Yeah.
like, and they're not doing as much as they really should be doing.
Don't
Have
tell
you
them
found
that.
that in your business? Have
Don't
you found
tell
that? I
them.
don't know. Oh,
Dude, I got an interview at 11:30. I mean,
yeah,
and
exactly.
this is the third time she's been into the office, and
Yeah.
she's gotten past everybody else, so she gets to me. So
Yeah. And that's all you have to do in your career, right? Is interview people.
right, that's all I want to do. I just want
Yeah.
to interview.
Yeah.
Tell me
Yeah.
about your dreams. Sorry.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I love it.
So that is I mean, if it weren't for personnel, the systems, the processes, I can go to any coach, I can talk to mentors, and they can diagram it out. This is the workflow. Here's the SOPs, here's the human that gets inserted there has a lot of power. They can be really good at what they do. They can head fake me in an interview, and they can perform poorly.
Hmm.
They especially on a larger team, a wrong hire can greatly affect the other people on the team, their morale,
Absolutely.
the culture. So there's a lot of power in that. And when I talk to team leaders, they will tell me the if it weren't for the people, this business would be really easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
So
But we're in the people business. So what are we going to do?
what you're doing is are you automating everything?
So there's definitely automation involved, but we're using real live humans in our business that know how to use AI in different parts of the tools that we need to be able to be successful, right? But they just do it at a higher level, and that's their sole job, right? So they're not responsible to go interview other people. They're not responsible to go find clients. Like you're the rainmaker. You go be the rainmaker, and we're going to take care of everything on the back end for you, right? So long gone are the days where, all right, you just finished dinner. I gotta get this listing in the MLS now, or hey, I still have to go send that contract to this buyer or this seller or whatever, right? Because we're gonna take care of all that for you.
Yeah. So
So,
so a
and the
lot.
interview process, there's no interview. We don't interview. You're not gonna have to interview anyone because we've got everyone already in place.
So
So You hit us up, and you're gonna have your client concierge. You're gonna talk to your client concierge. They're gonna be, managing your email, doing all those fun things for you, right? But you're gonna have a start of day email and an end of day email. You're gonna see what that person's gonna be doing, and then what they did at the end of the day. And that person's responsible for getting everything done that you need done in your business.
Okay, so it sounds to me like you're taking. I've got a lot of clients that use virtual assistants.
Yep. Yeah.
I've got a lot of team members that use TC companies,
Hmm. Yeah.
locally owned. It
Yep.
sounds like you're kind of taking both of them and
All
throwing them in.
encompassed.
Okay.
All encompassed. Yep. So long gone are the TC fees. You're not gonna have TC fees. It's all just in our packages for you. We're ready to rock and roll. So
Just hear a bunch of team leaders like, yeah, but I can still charge the client for it, right?
I know. We've had plenty of those conversations.
Um,
It's
what
been
what
it's been fa-
what does it encompass service wise?
Yeah, I mean, so we have three different levels, right? We've got the marketing package where we're gonna take the ball and run for you because realtors are very inconsistent with their marketing, right? You got farmers out there that want to farm, they're spending this money, and then all of a sudden the farming wheel just kind of stops because they're not executing on, the flyer that needs to go into the mail, the email that needs to get shot out, the events that need to be happening this month, next month, and the month after that, right? They just drop the ball because they get busy in transactions, right? They get busy serving their clients. And so gone are the days that you're going to get busy because we're going to take all the busy stuff and execute it for you. You just have to go show up. That's all you have to do is just show up. So the marketing package is one. And then we have the marketing and assistant. So the assistant is where we're going to get everything done for you essentially, except for contracts, because the next level up would be including contracts. We're gonna have a form you're gonna fill out the way you want your contract written. We're gonna give some advice on maybe some things that should be in a contract or should not be in a contract, based on whoever your broker is and what they require and what they see in their contracts. But we're gonna take the ball from A to Z and make sure you're just scoring touchdowns all day.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
monitoring, taking email away from me.
Yeah, taking email away from you, taking calendar invites away from you, taking scheduling showings away from you, taking literally everything. I mean, scheduling the termite inspections, the home inspections. We're going to schedule everything for you because we see your calendar. We know what your availability is. We're going to ask you first, and then we're going to coordinate with your clients. We're going to have a thread in there together, right? Hey, this is Mike's assistant. Blah blah blah. We're just checking in. Want to make sure that these times work well for you for showings or for the home inspection or whatever the scenario might be, right?
Yeah. So an individual agent could basically have a whole back end
An
that
entire backend. Yeah.
they don't have to supply an office for them. They don't have
Nope.
to. They could.
Nothing.
This would work really good for agents with brokerages that are more virtual based.
Yeah, or not. I mean, I'm with
I
Coldwell
mean,
Banker, right?
yeah, yeah. No, I'm
Get
with
Remax,
Remax.
right? Yeah.
Well,
So,
what it does is it would free me up an office space is what it would do.
yeah, 100%.
Should allow me to get
Yeah, yeah. Well,
more
office
sales
space,
guys on the
one,
phone.
and overhead.
Yeah.
You can't beat our pricing.
Do you want to talk about pricing?
Yeah, sure. So
All
the
right.
marketing's $1,000, right?
Okay. Month.
The marketing and assistant, yeah, a month.
Okay.
Marketing and assistant's gonna be 2,300, and then our top level where we cover everything, including the contracts, is $3,000 a month. Tell me an assistant that you're paying $3,000 a month for that's covering all of that.
No. No, you
You're
can't.
not. You're not. I
You
mean,
can't.
my
No.
salary was up to 120 grand a year in assistance. And when I finally dove into the virtual assistant side and saw how much work they were getting done in less time and didn't have to race to their kid's soccer game, oh my gosh, absolute game changer. And so I've been working diligently over the last almost 2.5 years with a virtual team, and we're ready to bring it to the market.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Is there a cap on capacity at that 3,000?
For transactions,
Yeah.
are you talking about? Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
we haven't
Yeah.
nailed down that. I mean, we're trying to figure out because there's definitely in our market, right, in Orange County, like a big producer is probably doing 30 transactions. The volume is so much higher. Like, it's different. But we go to somewhere like Nevada or Florida or Texas or where they're doing 120 transactions, might be a little bit different story. So that's something that we're gonna be working through as we kind of
As time goes
continue
on.
going. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What's the biggest challenge for you so far? And because you're a real estate agent, like I
Yeah.
know you as a real estate agent.
Right.
And like I'm seeing a lot of real estate agents in particular, and I don't know, it's almost a joke where, they've become influencers and the social media
Yeah. Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and, and they range from really, really
Hey,
funny
they make
to
some
very
money doing it.
informative. And they
I
do, they make,
don't know.
a
I
lot of
know
them
it's
make really,
crazy.
well,
Yeah.
especially if you're at a brokerage that rewards a downline and you do revenue sharing and recruiting's a big deal because it
Yeah.
really is. I mean,
Absolutely.
if you want to pull the curtain back, there's guys that are making tons of money that used to sell real estate that don't sell real estate anymore. In fact, there are people in our industry that make more from subscriptions for real estate agents, and they don't actually sell real estate, and
100%.
maybe they never have, but they are people that we look up to, and it's their space. So there's tons of revenue streams within the business, and I'm seeing a
Absolutely.
lot of real estate agents come up with little offshoots. Some of them like blowing it out of the water. I'll use Sharon as a great example because Sharon I didn't know before Real Brokerage, and
Hmm.
he had other things, but that dude's
Yeah.
just come in and just provided value, 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 value. And
Yeah. He's Mr. Value Guy
if I see that there's a 30-minute thing with him, I'm on there. I want to
all
watch.
day. He's a
Yeah,
brilliant guy.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
so I'm seeing a lot of people share a lot of ideas. The social media side of it is extremely collaborative, but that wasn't historically the way it was in individual markets. So before social media, the top producers tended to be, they kept all of their information really close. They didn't
Hmm.
want to tell you how that, it was always like, how'd you get that listing? How'd you do that? What'd you get? I knew them.
Yeah.
Uh, and I lost a good friend who was in real estate because I took a listing and it was a good friend of mine. I didn't realize that that person was also in their database, and they were literally pissed that I took the listing without calling them. I was like, I had no idea that. Was I supposed to
Yeah.
call you and
I
have this
know.
conversation?
I've ran across these. It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's a really neat space right now because the ones that are giving more value and sharing more of their stuff are the ones they're the lighthouses, I guess is the easiest way to say it. So,
Yeah.
and then there are people like you that have an entrepreneurial side, which I do. I would just start businesses all the time. That's what my
100%. Yeah.
my wife's like, stop, just quit, just stop. I'm, I got more freaking notebooks than
We have
anybody.
all these ideas. We need to implement. Let's go.
We got so much to do. Um, so what was it that gave you that little, I'm going to go from selling houses to I'm going to start this new venture? Because that's a scary thing to do.
Yeah. So you broke up for a quick second. So you're
Sorry.
saying, no, you said, how do we go from selling houses to starting a new thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
Vision. It starts with a vision. I mean, what is it that you want in your life? We kind of were joking earlier, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years, right? Well, honestly, it's kind of a real thing, right?
It is. We're making fun of it.
We are making fun,
It's
but
the
it's kind
most
of real.
important thing.
Yeah, 100%. It's your vision, right? So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where are you living? What is it that you want to be doing? What does your family life look like? What does your spiritual life look like? All these things that are like in the deep root of it, you remove business from everything. How do we want to look? How do we want our life to look like? How do we want to feel? How do we, envision our kids growing up and just all the important things away from like business and money and all that stuff, right? Um, and if what you're doing is not like in alignment with that, then I think there needs to be some kind of a pivot, right? And the last couple years in real estate, definitely have been a lot harder than prior years, right? And so it was a good time for me to reflect on, okay, I love real estate. I want to keep doing this, but is this going to get me to where I want to be? And the answer is like, well, it could be. I'm like, I don't think that's strong enough. So I've been on this path of like, what do I have and what am I really good at? Right. Of that I could bring to the real estate market that could provide a lot of value for someone at a lesser cost. And it's like, what could it be? And this is where I came up with the idea of Omnisys.
I like
And
that.
so really pouring into that. And, it's like you said, all these like, one of my buddies, he called himself an infopreneur, right?
Yeah.
Colton Lindsay. I don't know if you
Oh,
know
yeah.
who Colton. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
GWR, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
Love love him. He's with Real.
Lee Stevens
Yeah.
is, so anyways,
Buddy of
he,
mine here in Reno.
yeah, absolutely. So he knows Colton really well too in that program. And anyway, so I kind of lost track of where we're going with that. But you have all these like people in the real estate space that are making this money from different kind of things, right? And so um
Yeah, but and I'm going to stop you. There's a big difference between saying I want to do something or I'm going to do something or I've got an idea and
mhm.
actually doing it. And
Yeah, so yeah, that's right.
for some people that's just oh, I should do more social media because I'm really good at this thing, but I don't like the camera, or like some of them have the hardest time making the first step in a new direction because it's outside of their comfort zone. They're really good at what they do. They're really good at real estate, at mortgage, at whatever it is. That's their thing. They've gotten to a point where they're frustrated because they want to do more. They want to try something new, but that fear of taking the first step to I say the word try, and if you've ever been through rapport leadership, they're like, "Don't ever use the word try. It's a powerless word," and blah blah blah. And I'm like,
Sure.
I don't know what else you want to. What word do you want me to throw in there? I mean, it.
Attempt?
Well, there you go. That's
I
much
don't know.
nicer.
I know.
But it's even the people, like, so Neil Dinger is a good friend of mine. He's had incredible success with Forward, and he's led the whole thing by, I just want to help people. But I watched him at the beginning of doing videos and going, I have to do it because the only way I'm going to be able to teach it is for me to do it. So I'm going to just go and it's taken me years to watch all these people, but the one thing they all say is you have to want to fail. You have to want to go and get your feelings hurt and wipe off the bruises, and then you go and you find people that have been successful in whatever area and you ask them for help and they will help you. Like if I called you and say, Thomas, hey, I'm struggling with this thing, you'd be like, okay, cool. Have you tried this? Have you tried this? That's
Right.
that's the one thing I've noticed is the people that are really visible are the ones that are willing to share the most because they realize that if you live in a scarcity mindset, you don't grow. So once you go into the abundance mindset, then the thing is I'll give my tools to whoever wants them. Now,
Anyone.
10% are actually going to implement.
Yeah, the implementers are rare.
And
Yes.
it's those implementers that I like to go, what I mean, was it we're motivated by hope or by pain. So there's fear over here and there's hope over here. At some point in time, you go, man, I'm tired of the fear stuff. I want to do something. I want it to be different. I totally believe in it. And now I'm gonna. So you go get did you go get investors? Did you get some
We're
other people?
bootstrapping this thing, baby.
I love it. That's hey, I'm
Yeah,
doing it. I'm doing it with a coaching company.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
the most fun you can
absolutely.
have.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're on this journey, right? And everyone starts out from from nowhere. I mean, people are starting businesses in garage. How many people have started businesses in a garage that have made it super successful, right?
Bezos,
Bezos, exactly. So I mean, there's plenty of them. I mean, even Steve Jobs, and he started out in a garage.
right? Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, so we start from nothing and we build to something great. And you just have to have that, that utter confidence and belief that you're going to succeed.
I love that.
Burn the ships and move.
Yeah, yeah. The Vikings. Yeah. He did. Who'd you consult with? Who did you gather around the table and say, hey, I got an idea?
Well, my assistant was one of them. My transaction coordinator was another one.
Nice.
I've spoken with many realtors on this idea, my title rep, just different people who I find that are extremely valuable in my life. I would go to them and see what their thoughts are on this. And they're like, dude, we need to bring something like this to the market because it's so hard to find a good virtual assistant because of the interviewing process. And then you just don't, there's this disconnect of like, well, they're in the Philippines or in some other country. And I just don't know if I trust that. Okay, well, here I am, United States. I'm a guy using it. We're going to roll this thing out and we're going to make this thing a huge, wild success for all the realtors.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and it's like anything else. If you can document the process and you can systematize
Yeah.
the process,
Yeah.
then all you have to do is run the play.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's what we absolutely do for our realtors because they don't have the systems or processes in play.
Right.
So we're building out their whole process and let's go
Mm.
execute.
You can take out some coaching companies there too that are based around just that, which is
I don't know. I
this
think we
is your
still need
first
I still
hire. Well, I mean, no, and
Well, no,
but
but yeah, I get it. I get
that
it.
that's the hardest part though. The
Yeah.
hardest part is filling in the back end, especially when it's dependent upon lead generation and I mean it all goes back to lead generation, lead conversion, closing, and follow up.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
can take each of those systems and break them down into who does what, and the rainmaker stands outside and says, "My job is to feed people into the funnel and build the funnels, the lead magnets." This is what I'm really good at, and that's what we're helping students with right now is identifying exactly who my ideal client is, because that's there's no sense in Lee. You mentioned Lee Stevens. Lee Stevens is great at it. His social media says this is who I'm looking for. He's looking for two things. He's looking for clients for his real estate business, and he's looking for real estate agents that want to be on a team. That's
Yeah.
perfect. There's
Yeah.
no need to do anything else. But you're right. The back end is the most important because it doesn't matter how good somebody is at generating the lead and bringing them in. If the experience itself is less than they had expected, then you don't get them to come back into the store. And you and I both know that a referral based business is, I mean, that's the key to success and longevity is treat people really well and then have them bring their friends and family. So
Right.
what
Absolutely.
what's a couple of things that you've learned since starting this that you wish you had done differently?
Oh boy.
Tell me the
I mean,
failure.
it's just, I mean, we're still in such an infantile stage that I feel like it's just been so because there's still real estate. You asked her like, how do we step out of this? Because real estate still pulls me back in from time to time, right? Oh, I've got to go, show some property. I got to go, get a listing agreement. I got to go, do these different things, right? Or a listing appointment, I should say. And so that steals away some of the time. But I guess the one thing that I would say I would probably do different is just really calendar, just getting Omnisys on the
Mhm.
calendar more
Yeah,
and committing that block of time to Omnisys
I
versus
love that
treating it like this like casual thing.
hobby.
Now it's on the calendar, right? Now it's okay, I've got this block of time today that I'm committing to Omnisys, right? So I wish I did that. Gosh, this has been a thought baby of mine since I don't know, for like a year and a half, right? And what was it, March of this year is when we finally started getting the ball rolling. So I
I
wish we
I
got it
like
going sooner and just scheduled that time.
Well, and I think the key takeaway would be if somebody's listening and there's something they want to do, the sooner they start putting it on the calendar, the more
Yes,
momentum they'll get, the faster they'll go there. So it's
absolutely.
the hardest step is the first one, but
Hmm.
for me it's Friday afternoons. So I block out throughout the week. I believe that your calendar is a reflection of your priorities. So
Absolutely.
for me, it's Friday afternoons, and Friday afternoons are it's 3 hours of where am I? Where do I want to be? Go back to the 5 year vision. And
Yeah.
we made fun of it. A 5 year vision should be done every year. It should be done around October, November, and it
Yeah.
should be extremely detailed, and it should deal with five different aspects of your life.
Yeah.
And if you
It
don't
has
know
some
what they are,
emotions tied to those too, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah. Make it real for you. Make it really seem like this is happening and it's happening now, you
Go
know?
d
So
go deeper, Thomas. Write yourself a letter
yeah.
from the 5 year future
Yeah.
version of yourself to you now, put it in an envelope, open it in 5 I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
write out big stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And something I've also come to do and Colton's kind of helped me with is like literally read your vision every day.
Yeah,
So it's in my calendar.
I love it.
5:45 in the morning, I'm reading
Yeah,
my vision.
start
It's just a
start
reminder of where I want to be, right? Because we get lost in the day to day.
yeah.
And so you got to keep it in front of you.
You gotta You got to reprogram the reticular activator every day.
Rats.
This
Yep.
this is what I'm focused on. Okay, cool. If somebody's listening and they're like, "Gosh, I really want more information from you," how would they get a hold of you?
Shoot me a text. Give me a call. I'll give you my personal cell. We'll go with that for now.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So 714-623-2378. That's the phone number. Give
Easy.
me a
All
holler.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just shoot them a text and say,
Yep.
"Hey, I want some more information. Like to get
Yep.
to know you a little bit."
Website's almost done.
That's
Otherwise, I'd
perfect.
send you there and then we could have the Calendly invite and do the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else. It's like,
Yep.
I mean, that's my TikTok, that's my social media is
Yeah.
there are 3 things you need to know, and I'm like, "Okay, just click here."
Yeah.
About 2
Click here and book
Calendly
a time.
leaks, yeah, and then
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, Mike, you scheduled to 1:30," and I'm like, "You're gonna have to remind me who you are and what it is you do." They go, "Well, we do this, we do this." I go, "Okay, cool. This is the one thing that you said that I was really interested in. Give me information on that." I got more subscriptions than anybody should ever have.
I don't know.
I'm the easiest sale out there, buddy.
I love it.
I wanna learn more stuff. I wanna see I mean, I'm an old dog in an industry that is yeah, I've been doing this 20 years and the last 2 to 3 years, I have s we were afraid when Zillow was first announced of what they were doing.
Mm,
That caused a lot of fear 17, 18 years ago, and I'm watching the business itself change so dramatically, so quickly because of new technologies and new,
yeah.
you know, SaaS software came out, all of these things. And what it really does is it gives you so much potential. So now you got to rethink, you know, what does my process look like for my clients? How am I marketing? How am I, you know, where am I showing up? All of these things.
Mhm.
So I try to follow as many influencers as I can that I think are kind of in the same space, and some of their stuff I really like. Some of it I get motivated by. Some of the stuff makes me laugh because I think it's funny. And but at the end of the day, I use social media to kind of learn what everybody else is doing to see where I could get better.
Absolutely. 100%. I'm with you on that.
Way.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, brother. Well, I appreciate your time. I'll be in touch with you because
Awesome.
this is something this person right here is going to cost me.
Cancel that appointment.
This person's going to be between $4,000 and $5,000 a month, and you just
Yeah,
told me to
absolutely.
do it for 3. And
Yeah.
then I've got a listing appointment in 2 hours, so I got to keep it going. Got to keep the cash flowing, baby.
Attaboy. I'm with you.
I'm telling you. All right, brother.
Good
Well, I
catching up,
appreciate
Mike.
your time. Have a great
All right,
day.
brother. We'll talk soon.